I never thought a wrong exit could break my life like this. My name is Ethan Harris. I'm around 30. I was driving from Chicago to a small town in North Carolina, my first visit since my mother died. It was almost 1 a.m. The highway was empty, the sky heavy with clouds, and an old country song played softly on the radio. Then the GPS lost its signal. That's when I knew something wasn't right. I had to take an exit on Route 9. A sign read, "Last mile, no services." It made me uneasy, but I was exhausted. I just needed a motel. One night, that's all. The road narrowed. Trees closed in so tightly that without the headlights, I wouldn't have seen anything. No phone signal, the radio dissolved into static. That's when I saw him. A man standing on the side of the road. He raised his hand, signaling me to stop. I hit the brakes. Now I realize that was my first mistake. It was hard to guess his age. His clothes were old and his eyes were unnaturally still. He slowly walked up to my window. "Are you looking for mile marker 9? He asked. I froze. I hadn't said a word. "I'm just looking for a motel." Before I could finish, he shook his head. "There are no motels on this road, but if you want, you can find shelter." I could have said no. I could have driven away, but I didn't. 10 minutes later, I entered a small town. A sign read, "Welcome to Mile 9." The town was unnaturally quiet. The shops were there, the lights were on, but no people. I walked into a diner. Inside, there was only one waitress. She looked at me and said, "You're new." Not a question, a statement. I ordered coffee. As she set the cup down, she whispered, "You should leave before sunrise." I smiled. "Why?" She didn't look up. "Because the ones who stay don't stay the same." Next to the diner was a motel. Motel 9. Room number 9. I was exhausted. I shut the door and collapsed onto the bed. At 3:17 a.m., I woke up. A knock at the door. Tap, tap, tap. "Mr. Harris," a voice said from outside. "Do you know why this place is called the Last Mile?" I didn't open the door. "Who is this?" The voice chuckled. "Because no one ever fully comes back from here." Suddenly, a piece of paper slid under the door. It read, "You've been here before."
By morning, the town had changed. People were everywhere, and everyone knew me. The diner waitress smiled and said, "Your usual?" A man stopped me on the street. "Ethan, you said last night you weren't running anymore." I looked into a mirror. My eyes weren't the same. At the motel desk, I saw the registry. Ethan Harris, checked in 7 years ago. My hands started shaking. By morning, the town had changed. People were everywhere, and everyone knew me. The diner waitress smiled and said, "Your usual?" A man stopped me on the street. "Ethan, you said last night you weren't running anymore." I looked into a mirror. My eyes weren't the same. At the motel desk, I saw the registry. Ethan Harris, checked in 7 years ago. My hands started shaking.
Got back into my car. The exit sign had changed. "Welcome home." The GPS turned on. Destination, Mile 9, final stop. I know no one will believe this story, but if you ever see a sign on a U.S. highway that reads, "Last mile, no services," keep driving. Don't stop, because the town might still be looking for someone.